The 88th Academy Awards have just wrapped up, and I'll give you all the highlights of the big films that won, and also a few surprise films that also won as well. I do have a few disappointments, but I'll get to them very shortly. But first off, I'll get into Best Cinematography. Thankfully, it went to The Revenant. The Revenant had the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen. As I said in my review, it's probably one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen in my life, and thankfully it won Best Cinematography. For Best Original Song, it went to Writings on the Wall by Sam Smith for the film Spectre. Best Original Score went to Ennio Morricone for The Hateful Eight. If you saw my review of The Hateful Eight, I switched from John Williams for Star Wars The Force Awakens to Ennio Morricone for The Hateful Eight. Ennio Morricone gives one of the best scores I've heard all year, and he totally deserved this Oscar. For Best Adapted Screenplay, it went to The Big Short. If you've seen my review of The Big Short, you know how much I hated this film. I hated it so much, it pissed me off. So yeah, I was not happy for The Big Short for winning Best Adapted Screenplay. For Best Original Screenplay, it went to Spotlight, which I was a bit disappointed by, as I thought Straight Outta Compton should have won. I have respect for Spotlight winning its Oscar. For Best Supporting Actress, the Oscar went to Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl. For Best Supporting Actor, it went for Mark Rylance for Bridge of Spies. In my Oscar picks video, I picked Tom Hardy to win, although it was tough for me to choose a winner. Although it was tough for me to pick someone for Best Supporting Actor, as I believe everyone in the Best Supporting Actor category gave brilliant performances. Best Actress went to Brie Larson for Room. For Best Picture, I was not happy for the film that won. Spotlight, for me, didn't deserve to win Best Picture. There were much stronger films to win for Best Picture. I do admit, Spotlight was a powerful film, it had a strong message behind it, but here's one thing I have against it. It wasn't that memorable. There were 4 other films nominated for Best Picture that were both gripping and memorable. Mad Max Fury Road was powerful, The Martian was powerful, Room was powerful, and The Revenant was powerful. Spotlight, I do admit, was a powerful film. However, there were much stronger films than this one. There was a reason I put Spotlight at number 7 on my top 10 films of 2015. It was a good film, however, there were much stronger films this year. And I'm still peeved that Spotlight won. And I have no respect for this film winning. Here's another problem I have with this film winning. It's going to be forgotten. Spotlight is the least memorable film to win Best Picture since The King's Speech. In my opinion, Spotlight in a few years will be forgotten, although I feel I'm going to be proven wrong. My stance is this film is going to be forgotten. There are going to be a lot more films from 2015 that will be remembered for a long time. This film isn't going to be one of them. Mad Max Fury Road is going to be one of those films that are going to stand the test of time. Spotlight for me won't. And within a few years, people are going to forget it won Best Picture, much like I did The King's Speech winning Best Picture. And now I get to my favorite 2 picks that won. For Best Director, once again for the second year in a row, Alejandro González Iñárritu won for The Revenant. If you've seen the behind the scenes for this film, you know how hard Alejandro worked on this film. And his hard work and effort paid off for the second year in a row, and thankfully he won Best Director, and I was pleased with that. And now we get to the biggest one, and the one that everyone has wanted to see win. Leonardo DiCaprio finally wins an Oscar. As I said in my review of The Revenant, Leonardo DiCaprio gave one of the most real performances I've seen. This was the film that finally proved to me that Leonardo DiCaprio had it. This is the film he deserved his Best Actor nomination for. Every other film he got nominated for Best Actor, he wasn't my pick to win. His performance in The Revenant was my pick to win. And after so many years, after getting nominated, Leonardo DiCaprio finally wins Best Actor, and he got a standing ovation, which he absolutely deserved, gave one of the best speeches of the night. Leonardo DiCaprio, for years, has deserved this award, and thankfully he has, and he's finally won an Oscar, and I have the highest respect for the Academy giving this award to DiCaprio. He absolutely deserves it. With everything he put into The Revenant, He deserved this award, and thank God he got a standing ovation. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you see, be sure to click that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.